I was walking through the wreckage of the person I became, trying hard to hide the damage, trying not to feel the shame. Every promise that I whispered felt like dust beneath my feet, and the weight of all my failures made it hard for me to breathe. I kept searching for affection in the places love goes blind, building altars out of heartbreak just to calm my restless mind. But every road without your presence only led me back to pain. Still your mercy stood beside me, calling me by name. When my faith was barely breathing, when my hope was almost gone, you were holding every fragment of my tired and broken heart. I found you in the ruins, standing where I fell. You saw beauty in the pieces I thought were beyond repair. You held me through the silence, through the nights I could not stand. And now every scar reminds me I was always in your hands. Jesus, loving Savior, you carried all my pain, and I will spend forever giving glory to your name. There were moments I stopped praying because I thought you turned away, but heaven still was listening, even when I lost the words to say. You were patient with my questions, patient with my wandering soul. Never once did you abandon the heart you came to hold. And now I see redemption in the places I once feared, because the valley taught me you are always near. Not one tear was ever wasted, not one cry ignored above. Every chapter of my story has been covered by your love. You do not run from broken people, you do not fear our deepest scars. You meet us in the lowest places and remind us who we are. So I will sing inside the sorrow, I will worship through the pain, because the God who walked beside me then will never ever change. I found you in the ruins, in the ashes of my pride, and the darkness could not hide me from the reaching of your light. Now my soul has found a refuge, now my heart is finally healed, because your mercy is the safest place my brokenness could kneel. Jesus, you stayed with me. was stronger than I felt, but behind the smile I carried, my whole world was overwhelmed. There were tears I never showed them, there were wounds too deep to speak, and the burden of surviving made my spirit weak. I remember all the questions that kept echoing in my mind. Can a heart this full of sorrow ever truly come alive? Still your kindness kept on reaching through the fear I built inside. Like a light inside the darkness, you would not leave my side. Heaven heard me crying, even when no one else could see. Every shattered prayer I whispered still was precious in your reach. You gathered every teardrop, you carried every ache, and somehow through my breaking, you were teaching me to praise. Jesus, gentle healer, you restored what hurt had stolen, and now my heart keeps singing of the love that made me whole again. I was tired of pretending that my faith was standing tall. Truth is I was barely breathing, trying not to completely fall. But grace came like a river, flowing through my deepest fears, and mercy held me softly through the hardest years. Now I know your love is constant, not dependent on my strength. You remain when I am weary, you remain through every change, and the cross forever tells me I am never too far gone, because resurrection power still can heal a wounded soul. There is peace inside your presence, there is healing in your name, there is freedom for the captive, there is shelter from the rain, and no failure stands too tall for the mercy of my King. You rebuild the hearts that break and teach them how to sing. Heaven heard me crying when I thought my voice was lost, and your love came down and found me at the foot of every crossroad. Now I worship with surrender, now I lift my hands in awe, because the God who healed my spirit was faithful through it all. Came to you exhausted, with a heart too tired to fight, carrying the weight of every failure through another sleepless night. I had no song left inside me, no strength left in my hands, only tears and empty questions, only scars I did not understand. I tried to hide my weakness, Tried to make it on my own, built 1,000 different shelters, still somehow felt alone. And every road without your presence only deepened all my fears, till I finally fell before you with a soul worn down by years. I thought you wanted perfection, thought I had to earn your love, but mercy met me gently when I finally gave up. Not with anger or rejection, not with disappointment in your eyes, but with kindness that surrounded me like morning light after the night. And suddenly I understood, grace was never something earned. Love had already found me before my heart returned. When I had nothing left to bring, you still opened up your arms. When all I carried was my brokenness, you held me close against your heart. Jesus, I was falling apart, but you never walked away. You gathered every shattered piece and taught my soul to praise. Now every breath inside my lungs belongs to you, Lord, because you stayed beside me when I felt impossible to love. There were moments I stopped praying because I thought you did not hear, and silence made me wonder if you had disappeared. But heaven was still listening to every whispered ache, even when my faith was barely alive, even when my hope would shake. You saw beyond appearances, beyond the smile I wore, beyond the hidden battles I was fighting at my core. And somehow through the sorrow, through the wounds I could not hide, your presence stayed beside me like a fire through the night. You walked into the darkness that I was too afraid to face, and every place I carried shame, you covered over with grace. Now the scars that once defined me are reminders I survived, because the God who heals the broken brought my spirit back to life. So if my heart grows weak again, if fear begins to rise, remind me of the countless times you never left my side. When I had nothing left to bring, you still called me as your child. When all I offered was my weakness, you loved me all the while. Jesus, faithful Savior, you carried every pain, and now my soul keeps singing of the mercy in your name. I was lost inside the valley, certain I was too far gone, but your love reached down and found me and led my wandering heart back home. You do not abandon weary people. You do not leave the wounded behind. You move toward the hearts that are breaking with healing hands and patient eyes. And every tear becomes remembered, every prayer becomes a song, because your grace is still rewriting everything that once went wrong. beneath your wings. There is hope for every hopeless soul that calls upon the King. So I will worship through the healing, I will praise you through the scars, because the cross forever proves to me exactly who you are. You are steady through the chaos, you are faithful through the storm, you are peace for anxious spirits, you are shelter for the worn. And as my world falls all around me, still I know one thing is true: the love that saved me in the valley will remain my whole life through. I do not stand here because I was strong. I stand here because mercy carried me through every fear, every failure, every lonely night. And even now, you still call me chosen, still call me loved, you still call me yours. So let my worship be honest, let my praise come from the deepest place, because the God who met me in my weakness is worthy of everything. When I had nothing left to bring, you still welcomed me with love. And now my heart forever rests inside the safety of your arms. And every road without your presence only deepened all my fears, till I finally fell before you with a soul worn down by years. I tried to hide my weakness, tried to make it. I came to you exhausted, with a heart too tired to fight, carrying the weight of every failure through another sleepless night. I had no song left inside me, no strength left in my hands, only tears and empty questions, only scars I did not understand. I tried to hide my weakness, tried to make it on my own, built 1,000 different shelters, still somehow felt alone. And every road without your presence only deepened all my fears, till I finally fell before you with a soul worn down by years. I thought you wanted perfection, thought I had to earn your love, but mercy met me gently when I finally gave up. Not with anger or rejection, not with disappointment in your eyes, but with kindness that surrounded me like morning light after the night. And suddenly I understood, grace was never something earned. Love had already found me before my heart returned. When I had nothing left to bring, you still opened up your arms. When all I carried was my brokenness, you held me close against your heart. Jesus, I was falling apart, but you never walked away. You gathered every shattered piece and taught my soul to praise. Now every breath inside my lungs belongs to you alone, because you stayed beside me when I felt impossible to love. There were moments I stopped praying because I thought you did not hear, and silence made me wonder if you had disappeared. but heaven was still listening to every whispered ache. Even when my faith was barely alive, even when my hope would shake. You saw beyond appearances, beyond the smile I wore, beyond the hidden battles I was fighting at my core. And somehow through the sorrow, through the wounds I could not hide, your presence stayed beside me like a fire through the night. You walked into the darkness that I was too afraid to face, and every place I carried shame, you covered over with grace. Now the scars that once defined me are reminders I survived, because the God who heals the broken brought my spirit back to life. So if my heart grows weak again, if fear begins to rise, remind me of the countless times you never left my side. When I had nothing left to bring, you still call me as your child. When all I offered was my weakness, you loved me all the while. Jesus, faithful Savior, you carried every pain, and now my soul keeps singing of the mercy in your name. I was lost inside the valley, certain I was too far gone, but your love reached down and found me and led my wandering heart back home. You do not abandon weary people, you do not leave the wounded behind. You move toward the hearts that are breaking with healing hands and patient eyes. And every tear becomes remembered, every prayer becomes a song, because your grace is still rewriting everything that once went wrong. There is freedom in surrender, there is peace beneath your wings, there is hope for every hopeless soul that calls upon the King. So I will worship through the healing, I will praise you through the scars, because the cross forever proves to me exactly who you are. You are steady through the chaos, you are faithful through the storm, you are peace for anxious spirits, you are shelter for the worn. And if my world falls all around me, still I know one thing is true: the love that saved me in the valley will remain my whole life through. I do not stand here because I was strong, I stand here because mercy carried me through every fear, every failure, every lonely night. And even now, you still call me chosen, still call me loved, still call me yours. So let my worship be honest, let my praise come from the deepest place, because the God who met me in my weakness is worthy of everything. When I had nothing left to bring, you still welcome me with love. And now my heart forever rests inside the safety of your arms. Jesus, Holy Savior, forever I will sing about the grace that found me when I had nothing left to bring. Now every wound has meaning, now every scar can breathe, because the hands that healed my broken soul still hold on to me. You never left, you never failed, you never stopped loving me. You never left, never failed. You never stopped loving me. I tried to hide my weakness, tried to make it